All right, hello and welcome. We are back and ready for some solo challenge. As always, let's roll around and get some good times only here. Chongqing, apparently they rolled out a bunch of bug fixes or whatever. Chongqing wasn't always giving the discount on building tags, so they've fixed that. They also took out a card that was temporarily broken, I guess, but you know, whatever. This is interesting. I have two things that I'm loving here. One is the fact that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Venus cards in the starting hand, okay? Those 6 Venus cards are really amplified by the first one being Venus Way Station. There's IO mining industry, which is always interesting to me, especially because Saturn Systems is here. But I'm genuinely feeling like it would be so much stronger to not go Jovian and try and go into some of this Venus stuff. Now, one of the things that does suck about the Venus is that this has a Venus requirement. This has an Earth tag requirement that I don't have a way of solving right away. Venus requirement, but at least these ones are somewhat early day cards. Starting with a bunch of heat production really puts us on the right track for terraforming the planet. I think you do the Venus thing. We also take the heat income. We might want a towing a comet, but I might just try and go a little bit more lean. Towing a comet and plantation both seemed strong, but what can I say? I'd rather get my discount, and then this will get me an income every other turn, and this will get me a card every other turn. Now, I could get one more income by placing this onto that right now. In fact, I could do that for several turns. The idea being that, like, getting an extra income in Gen 1 and then Gen 3, for instance, instead of only getting one in Gen 2 and then Gen 4. Well, geez, I mean, it's like $20 worth of value, which early on, I still have a lot of cards in my hand that I want to play. So I think it's fair to go for the extra income in the first couple generations where the income is that much stronger, and then transition over. So I have a Venus requirement for you and you, but also if I did a little bit of heat bumping, we could be in a good spot as well. I guess I'll start with the Venus. 3 more Venus bumps and Earth tag. More Venus, which would be cool, but let's not and say we did. I think the Earth tag into the sister planet support is what we want. I'll grab... I really want to grab the titanium, but instead I'm going to grab the card, just because if we get a mine, that would be lovely. We can put the mine adjacency into a titanium production. And then, yeah, let's get local shading once again. While we still have, 10 rounds of production. Getting a generic ocean might be nice, but for I'm going to take one more temperature bump. Just because I have 8 heat, and getting up one more would be lovely. Venus, science tag stuff, Venus stuff right now, a bunch of oceans. I mean, that seems really good to me. It's another good round of drafting. We get our heat income again. And then to make sure I get a heat every gen, we do this one as well. So now we're getting 1 heat pump per generation for the rest of the game. 1 more money income. Again, I think it's about time to start transitioning to getting card draw, but we are now in a much stronger place economically, and we're not even at the end of Gen 4, which is normally when we do the audit. So let's get to the end of Gen 4 and then talk about it from there. I feel like my game is unusually quiet right now. I don't have a Jovian for mining quota. Some Venus bumping, some plant getting might be nice. I don't need to focus too hard on Venus because I do have some later game cards to lean into. This is a probably good chance to get that plant income. It's pretty slow, but I see the value in it. It's either that or the Venus bumping. The one great thing about not doing this would be the fact that I can save this science tag for later, but Venusian Animals is a little bit too far down the road. I'm not going to worry about it. Let's just get this. I don't have enough rotator impacts this turn. I am going to start going for card draw as promised. And yeah, let's hold our $9. Yeah. All right, Gen 4, how do we feel after the audit? We have 5 TR plus 9 income. That's $14 worth of value, plus another $2 coming in worth of steel. So about 16, again, 16 raw production. That's pretty much average. We do have 2 discounts, which is pretty nice. And over time, we'll slowly get a little bit more income from local shading. So economically, we're probably middle of the pack. Though in terms of terraforming, usually 5 energy or heat between the 2 is nice, and like on average, a plant tag. But I mean, with 9 and 2, we're almost double that. We don't have anything like Arctic algae or anything like that to really make us pop off, but we have a lot of terraforming for Venus in our hands. 1, 2, 3, 3 more, 6 plus this. So, like, we can really lean away from Venus here in the, like, almost immediate future. I question whether I want to put 1 more point into pushing Venus just so that I can get the free card using Water to Venus. But I don't know. Maybe not. So either way, I think that we're basically on average economic pace, a little bit above average terraforming, a huge lack of oceans. So that's probably a good sign to, like, let's get some oceans down here. Terraforming Ganymede, it's not really us right now. This could be a point if I do get my Venusian Animals. I have no energy production, so it's worth losing a point to have that flexibility, in my opinion. We'll take another card draw. We got Hydrogen to Venus, meaning that if we get a bunch of Jovian tags, we can have much fun. Rotator Impacts is difficult to get off the ground, but worth doing sooner rather than later. So we probably should. Even though I can get the 3 Venus pumps this turn, getting 1 is pretty nice. And I have no money back on events or anything like that. Part of me wonders if I should try and buy more energy. I mean, I have $16, right? So I was like, oh man, what do I want to do? But I'm just at an awkward amount of cash. We're getting, like, Water to Venus gives us 1 income. Like, it's not that impactful. I'd rather see what the next gen holds. Push up an oxygen, perhaps. Advanced alloys. I really don't have that much metal. Asteroid mining and Soletta are both cool, but I just don't have a bunch of titanium to really make it worthwhile. The advanced alloys is, like, always going to be good in my opinion, so, like, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, giant solar shade. Neutralizer factory. Water to Venus. I mean, just like that, right? Just like that. We've got Venus halfway up. Pretty much completed at this point. We'll get some more help on the oxygen. Mars University, not bad. 1 point animals can be really nice. I mean, I can already play them. It's very low cost. I'm leaning against it because I already have a 1-point animal in my hand, so it feels like overkill to do that. Extremophiles. Well, okay. Hydrogen to Venus has to go on, or it gives me nothing. Then we get our card cycle. Space mirrors. We ended up with Vesta shipyards, which is interesting. Am I gonna play another science tag? I don't have to this gen, especially if I want to click rotator impacts. So let's not. Let's get this. I'm considering the Vesta shipyards. I think that having a titanium income and a Jovian tag will be worthwhile. It opens up a couple different things, especially when I have advanced alloys in the hand. There's potential value all over the place. Let's get another ocean here. More events. Fine. Another card draw. Oh, what? Oh yeah, I didn't get one from you. Venus bump, Venus bump. Okay. So, Venusian animals gives me a card cycle. I really like floating habs, but it's a little bit out of the way for me. Go for some card draw, perhaps. Venusian insects is really good. Luxury foods is good, but I think what I'll do is I'll just cycle out the luxury foods. Venusian insects is what I'm looking at. If I took a loan, I would have enough for lichen and Venusian insects. I wish I had money back on events, but Extremophiles can now go onto Venusian insects, and that's giving us half a point per turn, plus Venusian itself is giving half a point. So net, we're getting 1 point per turn on that one insect card. We've advanced alloys, so even like titanium could be nice. This is an extra point, but I don't think I need it. I think I might need this. Okay, a couple of heat bumps later. A little bit of card draw. Industrial center could be a good way of getting us here if I put another ocean down. I do have a comet. So that goes there. Then I play you nearby. Oh, I'm missing one. I'm missing one plant, apparently. I'm gonna special design. Get rid of the card that's unplayable. And now I can play Lake Marineris. Or Mucho Planto. It's not too late to play Electro Catapult. It has a point on it. It'll make itself money back pretty quickly. Which is fine. We sell a plant. I mean, I know I need a thing on you. I want another floater, and then I'm going to get a stratospheric bird. I mean, we've played all our cards. That's usually a pretty good sign. Oxygen seems to need the most help. There's the Arctic algae. There's the media group. I mean, painful to see both of them go, but that is the way. Dawn City is pretty cool as well, but I don't have any energy left. Venus Bump. Sell that steel for money. Alright. Media group plus asteroid means that we get the ocean. Let's go for some card draw. We don't have that much to do right now. I mean, Venusian Plants works. It's really just not that exciting. I'd like to buy an ocean here. I'd like to buy a greenery beside it. I'd like to put just a greenery beside that. That gets us the heat bump. We're all good there. Yeah, and then we're good. And then we just play Venusian Plants. Get another animal. We have a lot to do, but we have 2 generations. I mean, who needs plant income? Who needs it? Who needs it? Oxygen. Thanks, world government. Still too late for you. A little too late for all of you. I mean, I have money back on events, so I want to grab 2 extra TR. It seems pretty greedy. But hey, I get an extra card here. Corporate Stronghold. Don't know that I care about that. Imported nitrogen is super good for us. Like, stupid in terms of how great it is. Just doing all our tappy-de-taps here. Because I already have the 1-point animals. I already have half-point microbes. And I already have money back on events. So just, you know, play it out. Insects. Venusian animals. Sure. We're going to be shy on heat, unfortunately. But I don't know what to do about that. We could... I think I'm going to buy an aquifer here. Then I'm going to buy the mangrove on the edge. Gets us close to this pocket we could go into in the future here. But hey, with 2 oxygen left, a heat bump left, 1 Venus bump from there, so 2 Venus bumps left, an ocean left. We kind of just need a little bit of everything in a way that makes me think, I think we're... I mean, the risk of sounding crazy, like, I think we're in a good spot. Like, I think we're good. I might do inert gases. And then from here, I don't know. We could buy a Venus bump, but I'll wait for next gen just in case we get a card that makes something better. Like, we would have had $1 more if we committed to doing a Venus bump or a heat bump. It seemed to me that it was better to just chill out. Like, there's a Venus bump. There's standard tech, so already it's better to go the other way with it. That gives us a card cycle as well, which is kind of nifty. Too late for space hotels. So standard tech, what's that gonna get us? Some space thing. Venus bump. Comet for Venus, get some money back. Heat bump. And yeah, a little bit of everything. So let's sell a steel. Let's tap this. Let's buy the last ocean first, because that comes with card draw. I don't hate algae, but there's no heat to pick up on the board. Insects is at a break point. Yeah, I think I just need to do the thing. Like, you just buy the greenery into a pocket to get as much money back as possible. You buy the Venus bump. You buy the asteroid. I have another greenery coming in. I have enough to buy a city. That city would get 3 adjacencies maximum. But like, buying Phobos is also 3. Buying algae is also like not actually an extra greenery, unfortunately. So yeah, you buy the city. Again, 2 points, 2 points, 2 points. This gives you a little bit of money back. It's also 2 points, like, sure. And then, yeah, we can sell everything and get algae. But again, I don't have any enhancements. So 3 more plants is really not enough. Even if I had grabbed the 2 plant spot, I'd have 4 more plants. And that's still not close to getting 16. But, I mean, for the sake of argument, here you go. I can't get 4 plants in a single pickup. So we did a lot here, okay? We got a lot done. 9 greeneries, only 3 points on cities, and then 23 points. My heart, my achy breaky heart. We did get the 63 TR, we did terraform the whole planet, but we did not, no sir, we did not get the 100 points. I hope you enjoyed. Oh, man. How many Venus tags? Venus isn't strong. Oh my god. I'll see you next time, chat, for now.